Kiss is branching out. Gene is making a movie, Runaway, with Tom Selleck.
Right.
He just produced Wendy Williams' album. We've heard you're going to produce the new Girls' School album. Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
That was a rumor. I mean, I've been asked to do a lot of stuff. I was asked actually to do some of the bands that are out now, but I haven't had the time. I'd like to do some acting and stuff, but if everybody's running off doing other things, well then, where's the band? You know, so we have to be real careful that somebody's around, you know, to keep things together. I mean, I produced the new Kiss album, and I loved doing it, and I would have wanted to do it in any case. But you can't be in two places at once. Remember that. You can't be in two places at once.
Words to live by.
That's right.
Did you feel extra pressure, though, without Gene there? Is just an extra pair of ears to bounce ideas off of when you were producing the album?
It was different. It was different than before, but I felt real good about it because I knew what I wanted this record to sound like.
Ironically, just as Kiss dropped makeup a couple of years ago, Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, Rat have all emerged using makeup as an integral part of their show. How do you view that?
They're smart. You know, I think it's great, and I think it's real good. I don't want to be judged how heavy I am by what I had for breakfast or by how many studs I have on. So we've done what we've done, and we'll continue to do whatever we feel like doing, but I don't want to look like the bands that are wearing black leather and studs because we once did it, or the bands that are wearing makeup because we once did it. I think if the public gets something great out of it, that's all that counts. We're out there sweating our butts off trying to do the best show we can and give people the best show that's really possible. We're trying to get ourselves off, and if we get off, we figure the audience gets off.
Right.
If there's other bands out there that are doing something that's similar, well, then they learn from the best. So, hey, I do what I do, and nobody can do what I do better than I do. I mean, that's the basic premise you have to do everything on, that you're the best at what you do. So all we're ever trying to do is make Kiss the best it can be. We've done a lot of albums, and we've covered a lot of ground, but we also started before a lot of bands. And if what Kiss meant today was only that we're the band that a lot of other bands drew their influence from, well, then I'd rather be bronzed than put in the Hall of Fame. I mean, the reason we tour is because I think we're better than anybody else. Because if I didn't think that, I'd rather stay home and pat myself on the back all day.
Could you ever see a time, though, a couple of years from now, say, hey, one more tour with makeup, just for the old days?
Never. You know, what's most important is to always respect what you've done. And we did some great things, and we accomplished some great things. And you hold those things sacred. And the way to hold them sacred is to respect them. And the makeup isn't something I would put on as a goof. And it's nothing I would put on to make somebody happy when I know that it's the past. I don't want to recreate anything. I think that people run into difficulty when they're trying to make something, they're trying to make today yesterday. You know, Elvis wasn't Frank Sinatra, and the Beatles weren't Elvis, and everything has to stand on its own. And the 80s aren't the 70s, and I don't know that we'll ever be what we once were, because that had all different reasons for being what it was. I mean, that was a phenomenon, and the makeup and everything else really did something great. But I don't want to spend my life recreating anything. If what we do is good, it shows in being accepted. And the more people accept it, I take it to mean that it's good. I never wanted to be a starving artist. I don't want to paint the Sistine Chapel. I want to make Wonder Bread for the public, you know? That's what I'm trying to do. I try to do something that's accessible to everybody.